Nowadays, a lot of people are easily distracted. We get all anxious. We start things but we couldn't follow through. So we conclude that maybe we are too lazy to follow things through, or maybe we have attention issues like ADHD or ADD, so that we could blame on the brain chemicals. It's very frustrating and confusing because we feel like our body wouldn't listen to the dictation of our brain. So we feel like, well, we couldn't even control our body. How else we're gonna do things? I get it, because I struggled with anxiety and focus issues for many years, until the third and fourth year of my therapy sessions. I started to grab hold of what is it really behind the anxiety. What is it that causing me to not being able to focus like everybody else? I would like to talk about the psychology behind focus issues and anxiety. Understanding the root of it would help you release your shame, and being aware of it would help you change your patterns in the future. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Ran. I have been struggling with mental health issues ever since I was a teenager, and I've been working through these issues with a psychotherapist for about 4 years now. In this channel, I will show you how to create a better relationship with yourself and change the relationship pattern you have with other people that are full of fear, anxiety, and shame. One thing that people with anxiety have in common is that they are externally focused. They are not in the present moment. They are waiting for the reaction from the outside world. They're waiting for something, some responses from the outside world. For example, if you're waiting on your boyfriend or girlfriend to assure you about your being loved, then you're actually not being within yourself. You're expecting that there's someone else who understands your needs, who can fulfill your needs unconditionally. If you're waiting on the responses from your boss or authority to assure you that everything is going to be okay, the future is going to be safe for you, then you're waiting on the external world to give you assurance, because you cannot stand ambivalences. You cannot trust yourself, and you don't trust the safety in yourself and the world. More often than not, we're not aware of this pattern, how we often wait for outside world to give us what we need, to satisfy us, to meet our needs. This habit or this pattern becomes our way of being, the way of relating to the external world. It basically lies on the roots of every relationship you have with the external world. This kind of pattern also breeds control issues, because we want something and we know that we cannot give it to ourselves, and there's someone else have to give it to us. So you have to manipulate to control, to seduce or stonewalling, or give them silent treatment, to have them bend to your will to give you what you need. You have to manipulate others' impressions of you. You have to make sure that they're okay with you, they're happy with you, they think highly of you, they respect you, they love you, so that you could be okay. And this is about the roots of control issues. And when you are constantly focusing on how others respond to you, how others are thinking of you, you're not actually building connection with the things you're doing right now. That's why a lot of people, on the surface, they look like fully devoted to something, like they work extra hard, they wake up early in the morning, and they get off work late. The majority of the energy gets diverted in this anxiety when you're focused externally. For example, there's 100% of you, right? So maybe 50% of you is worried about why your boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't respond to you. 20% of you is worried about, why your boss isn't promoting you yet. Why did he say that thing at the meeting? And 10% of it is going to, my mom said this, I really hated her. She knew this would hurt me, and she still didn't invite me to the housewarming or something. In the meanwhile, harsh inner critic is created. It's blaming you, it's screaming at you, it's yelling at you, saying that why can't you focus? Why can't you be like someone else? You're so lazy that you never follow things through. When you're faced with this inner critic, you become less insecure. You become more external focused. You're gonna want some response from the external world to soothe you. You want someone to tell you that you're okay. You're not lazy, you're good people, and stuff like that, so that you could be okay. Because at this point, you already lost your inner capability to soothe yourself, to be safe. So you become more and more anxious, and the less and less you're able to focus and relax. When you're doing all these mental fights, when you're trapped in this chaotic state of mind, of this anxiety, of being worried about something else, of being worried about how to protect yourself, how to appear better in front of others, how to get their approval, or how to get them to like you or stuff. the less energy of you is actually focusing on how to do this thing on your hand creatively. How can I improve? How can I stop worrying about how others perceive me, but just focus on how I build better relationship with this thing at hand? In order to be extraordinary at something, you have to put yourself in a very loosened state, in a very relaxed state. In this relaxed state, all your energy just comes and goes. So it's like you're trusting the process. But when you're trying to control, when you're in this tense defense kind of state, the energy gets blocked. So there's a lot of resistance to this thing. The more you're anxious about being anxious, the more you're trying to control how things will go for you so that you could be okay to focus. The less relaxed and less focused you could be. So how to break a pattern? Don't just fight yourself on a mental level, like tell yourself to focus, yell at yourself, give yourself harsh love, like you're such a stupid person, like why can't I do this? Don't do any of that, because when you're attacked, when you're being yelled at, it makes things worse. When you're vulnerable, you cannot feel safe, you cannot focus, you cannot persuade yourself to do the thing that requires attention and hard work. Through years of therapy, I found that the thing that works the best for me is to first deal with anxiety, deal with inner critic. And that requires me to do something that makes me feel less defensive, really loosen up. Maybe drop into my feelings, maybe going to hug a pet, going to have some ice cream, going to smell cinnamon candle or something, whatever works for you. When you get yourself into this relaxed state, you will notice that your inner critic starts to fade away. And when you start to lose those voices, these chaotic fights inside of your brain, you can return to the present moment. You're in this creativity zone again. Then you can focus because all of this resistance is gone, because all of this anxiety is gone. So I hope this video is helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you wanted to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.